Hi guys, it's me, Terri of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome to another episode of WIP Wall Wednesday. This is WIP Wall Wednesday, episode number 28. So WIP Wall Wednesday is where I take a project that's been on my WIP wall, my works in progress wall, for a long time. I hadn't worked on it in a long time, so I've been saying that they've been sleeping. And so I've been taking projects off of that WIP wall. It's a pegboard wall that I have over there and get them off and pick a project and work on it and go ahead and finish it. And so I show my progress on that project that I'm working on during these WIP Wall Wednesday episodes in order to inspire me or hold me accountable to get my old works in progresses finished and hopefully will inspire some of you viewers out there to finish up some of your old projects that maybe you put aside and hadn't worked on in a while. Okay, so this current project that I'm working on is a corner-to-corner scrap gan blanket scrap gan lap gan that I started probably in 2019. I got just a little bit of it done and then I just kind of put it aside and didn't work on it anymore. Okay, so what it is I'm doing these scrappy corner-to-corner squares that are 8 squares by 8 squares, or 8 rows. I get 8 squares across, and then I start decreasing to make my squares. And so I'm making those squares just using scrap yarn, and then I am bordering them in black, and then stitching 4 of them together to make these what I call 4 patches. I guess that's what you call them. I don't know. 4 patch squares. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what they're looking like. Okay, so this is one of the 4 patches. Okay, I'll just call them that. Don't know if that's proper, but anyway, there it is. And the way I'm angling them, see, it's making this kind of diamond shape because I thought that was cool. And so I made several of these. I think last week not last week, 2 weeks ago, I showed you that I think I said I had 4 of these, but actually I had 5 of them. I miscounted. So I had 5 of these put together at this point, okay? You can see I have tails to weave in. But anyway, I had 5 of these, okay? So, and then I had a single of just one of the squares. Okay, so what I did is I made 3 more of the corner-to-corner squares, this right here, and then sewed them together into a square like this 4-patch square. And so now I have 6 of these. So I laid them out trying to figure out how I was going to put them together. I was kind of designing it as I went, and I had asked your opinion, my wonderful viewers, what you thought about how I would put it together, and I loved all your suggestions, and you agreed with the idea that I had about putting more of the black to separate these 4 patches so they'll like stand alone and not look so busy putting them right next to each other. And so that's what I decided to do. So like I said, I did 1 additional of these to make me have 6. And so I started laying them out, trying to figure out how I wanted to put them together. And so this is what I came up with. Okay, so I started sewing them not sewing them, because I didn't want to hand stitch them, because when I make this, I do hand stitch these together just with like a mattress stitch, okay? And so I didn't want to have to do additional hand stitching to sew these big pieces together. And so what I decided to do is I edged the piece in like a granny stitch, okay, with more of the black. I just went around the whole entire piece, okay, of these 4 patches with a granny stitch using black, okay. And then I did that with the first one, and then I took the next one and I did that, except I did only 3 sides, okay, and then I continued that 4th side of that granny stitch, but at the same time, I started joining them together with the first stitch, okay, just so it's a join as you go. So this is like a combination, hand stitch, mattress stitch them together, and then join as you go these 4-patch squares. Okay, so this is what I got. I got the first 3 done yesterday, and so this is what I got. and this is how wide it's turning out to be, okay? Let me back up here so you can see all of it. It's not quite my wingspan, but it's going to be, I think, a nice size for like a lap gown or child size blanket. Yeah, or probably even big enough to have it on your lap or snuggle on the couch with a little bit. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So this is 3 of those 4-patch squares put together with this granny stitch. Now I'll show you up close. It's black, so I don't know how much of the detail you'll be able to see. Maybe so. See that? Yeah, I think you can kind of see the detail there. So that's what I'm doing to put these together. And so I've got these 3 done, okay? And I have 3 more of the 4-patch pieces, okay? So what I think I'm gonna do is, because I laid it out, well, and I kind of measured this, well, roughly measured it. It's probably, it may be 40 inches, something like that. I'm just guessing. My measurement here goes up to 35, and it's bigger than that. So it's about 40 to 42 inches maybe wide. And so if I do 9 of them, that would be a square. So I might do that and see how big it's going to be. So I'm going to do another row with these additional 3 that I have, and then I'm going to get my little scrap balls again. I'll show you these. It's this container I have that's got a lot of little scrap balls in it, and of course I have not a basket, well, kind of like a basket, yeah, in my craft closet over here that's got little bigger scrap balls, and so I'm just using those to make these scrappy squares, okay? And so I'm gonna do enough to make 3 more of these, so that would give me the 9 that I need, and then put them all together with that granny stitch join as you go, and then I'll see how big they are, and then I'll decide if I want to do 12, you know, like a 3 more, so it would be 3 by 4. I'm not sure. We'll see how big, you know, how it's looking once I get the 9 together. So I know for sure I'm going to do 3 by 3, you know, and we'll take it from there. But I'm really enjoying it. I really like the fact that this granny stitch really kind of separated the squares a little bit more, so they're kind of stand out more on their own, and I think that helps it not look so terribly busy as if they were like real close to each other. Okay, and so the next one, like I said, will go down here at the bottom, and then I'll have 2 sides to join when I add the second one, and so on. And so that will make this row down here a little wider like this is, see? So anyway, I'm really liking it. I think it's turning out good. I think it kind of reminds me of like stained glass windows or something, sort of. I try to do about 2 rows per stripe or color when I do the corner to corner. Some of it is a little bit more because I want it to be a little bit random, but I want to have it where this diamond shape really comes out pretty well. So that's kind of how I'm doing it. And then as I'm doing the granny stitch part to put these 4 patches together, then I go ahead and weave in either work over or work over, and then also weave in the these extra tails that are hanging down, because like this piece right here is got this one has all the tails and things weaved in. Okay, so that is my progress on my WIP Wall Wednesday project that I'm working on. I didn't do a whole lot progress because you do know, I mean, if you watch my other videos, you know that I have multiple projects that I'm working on at one time, and so I did get some. I did get some done, and then I got a plan. I formed a plan as far as putting them together, and kind of did a layout of them. So I yeah, I made some progress on it, I guess. So anyway, that is my WIP Wall Wednesday episode number 28, and progress I'm working on, the progress I've made since the last episode. So I will be back in 2 weeks with the next episode of WIP Wall Wednesday, and we will see how much more I get done. Hopefully, I'll at least have these 9, the total of the 9 squares. Oh, but no, I have 6 right now. I'll have those put together, and then I have to make 3 more of these of the 4 patches. So we'll see how much I get done in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting me and keep holding me accountable to get these projects done. So I hope that you are getting some works in progresses done that you maybe have put away and pulled out, and let's get them done. Everybody have a great day, and come back tomorrow and we'll have another visit for my Yarnjoy podcast episode. So talk to you later, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.